first and 10.
Let's go.
They'll go play action with Ncaa. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Let's go now.
Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. A modest game, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Play action now. It's Ncaa. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Back to throw is Ncaa. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
The punt team comes on. Here's Tommy Townsend to kick it. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
They get 19 on that pass play. Good for a Lions first down.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zone. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball is going to go.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now this looks like a design run. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Williams in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. And he's going to go down, a sack. But we do have a penalty marker on the field. Let's get the call. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Come on, set, street.
On second down, it's Nix. That is intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Point after, coming up here. The kick is good. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
A run with Dobbins. And he'll get about 5. Second down. Nix. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Ncaa Fitzpatrick.
I think he would have been better off there, Mike, giving that ball a little bit more juice. You can see he's trying to put a little touch on it and lob that ball into his target, but it just hangs up in the air a little bit too long, and the defense makes him pay.
Here we go, set. 70 ring.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Again, it's Pollard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's to Laporta on the tight end screen. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. They've got it at the 8. 1st down and goal. Williams in motion. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Now here's 2nd and goal. Williams in motion. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. And they are unable to tack on the extra point. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Hardy now with the return. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing is Nix. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 32 yards.
Ready? 60 Maverick. Set go.
Nix now on 1st and 10. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
Let's go. Ready?
To throw is Nix. He's got it at the 7. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Aviators. That is 1st touchdown this year. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. The Aviators are on the board. It's now 13-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Williams on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. To the sideline. Nice job. They pull that one in, but that is still well short of a first down.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
3rd and long. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's down the field and intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Williams. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a...
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And he's going to score again. How about that for a daily double? The 2nd defensive touchdown he's scored in this game. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum building.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Williams now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Now a handoff to Pollard. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Remaining here in this first half. Greg and I will be right back after this. Second and 7. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. Second and goal from the 2, what do you do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till third down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on second and goal.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and number 12 on the year. No problem there on the extra point. And they didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Hardy now with the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. First and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He'll take a shot with Mims. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Nix from the gun on third down. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half. So a very tight first half, a one-point game here at the break. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. From the 6, here comes a return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. 1st down, and they stick with Gibbs. The ball comes out, and it's recovered by one of his teammates. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers.
That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Lions. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So now, with the lead up to 5, they're going to go for 2 and try to extend it out to 7. Williams in motion. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Ncaa. This one complete to Higgins. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll throw. It's Ncaa. He keeps it himself. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, here's Ncaa to throw. That'll be complete to Dobbins.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Back to throw is Ncaa. Catch made right side by Thomas. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up first and goal.
They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And he'll go the wrong way, trying to use that speed to get out to the pylon, but he has to give ground, and he is sent back for a loss.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit, because that one went nowhere.
Now, a second down throw for Ncaa. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. 4th down and goal. On 4th down, here's Ncaa. And this will pay off. It is caught. Touchdown, Aviators. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The tight end used in the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule: the closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
Here's Ncaa to throw. And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Detroit. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, Yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Out of the pistol, here comes Gibbs. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. A first down throw for Ncaa. This one hauled in by Thomas. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Here we go, shot. Go.
From the shotgun, here's Ncaa. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Go, Jack. Shut up. Hurt. Ready.
Now it's Dobbins, and that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
18 Rattler.
Working out of the gun, it's Ncaa. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
For the lead, here is 3rd and goal.
Set, go.
Throwing is Ncaa. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
So here we go. Could be the play that ends up deciding this one. 4th down and goal. Nick's gonna throw for it. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Aviators. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
Here we go.
Will line up for a two-point
Check
conversion.
that. Street. And up.
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down, back at the 4. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Okay, ready.
Here's 1st and 10. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything...
Oh, he coughs up the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In fourth quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
Let's go.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
A run with Gibbs. Open space inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way home. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
19 tight. 19 tight. Here we go. Set.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Here's first down.
Set up. Curve 19. Curve 19. Set go.
To throw is Ncaa. And the rush gets there. Down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Set. Warrior 70. Ready.
Second down. Ncaa. Now he'll run. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
The game hanging in the balance and a critical third down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That is caught. Finding Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have one remaining. And they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game. This offense still has the one timeout to use. First and 10 coming up now.
19 Lion. Go.
Throwing. Ncaa. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here we go. Here we go.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this.